Welcome back. I'm here in Florida. I've been here probably about a month now. Um, did go to VanFest. This past weekend, a bunch of us went to the Southeast Adventure Vehicle Expo, which is actually vehicles, not vans specifically. The majority of them would be like Jeeps, Tacomas, anything lifted 4x4. So that was actually really cool and a lot of fun. And Peace, Love, and Vans is coming up this week, and so I'm hanging out with Neil and Britt, and I'm in the process of cleaning up the van, and it's currently a disaster right now. I didn't make my bed, so all my pillows are over here because I'm gonna wash those sheets, and I've got to go through, and I just have too much stuff in here, which, I've talked about that before. It takes you a little bit to figure out what you need and don't need and what has to come out, so I'm kind of at that phase. But I will have it ready for Peace, Love, and Vans for sure. So this is what van life looks like. I've got the sheets off the bed because I got to make the bed. I've pulled stuff out over here that I need to take out of here. I'm in the process of cleaning all this. And I'm hanging out it with Neil and Britt.
I did 24 so far.
They are testing out an e-bike. So we're installing the traction boards on the back here to get them out of the rear storage. So that's part of my cleanup here in organization. But that's going to work out good, I think, because that was taking up some real estate. We're actually leaving today to stay at a Harvest Host tonight in Ocala. It's actually a movie theater, a drive-in movie theater, so that should be pretty cool. And then tomorrow I'm heading to Dade City for Peace, Love, and Vans. Going to get set up with Nuvo because it actually opens on Friday, or is when everybody starts coming in. So I go tomorrow to start getting set up with them. And then Neil and Britt, I think they're going to go to the Ocala RV show for a bit, and then they're going to be coming over to Peace, Love, and Vans as well. So it should be fun. It's actually kind of drizzly today. I think there were storms that came through yesterday. Well, came through through Texas and Louisiana, and then on up to North Carolina. So I think we're getting a little bit of that. But just got to clean up the van here. I don't know if you could see my mess here. Let's see. I take everything out of the sink at night. Sorry, I'm checking to see. I take everything out of the sink at night. That way, if I get up and need to, so I wash my face, brush my teeth, and if I need to use the sink in the middle of the night for, wash my hands, just have it ready. So, yeah, just gonna wipe all this down, do my dishes, make some coffee, of course. I do use this kitchen antibacterial spray. Between having one sink and then a cat that likes to get on the counters, I like to make sure everything's kind of wiped down. But yeah, looking forward to the event. I'm hoping that the weather holds out and doesn't get too hot. It might be rainy one of the days, but otherwise I think it should be good. From HEB. Woke up with a little bit of a headache this morning. Actually woke up, I think it was around 6:30 or so, with a little bit of a headache, and took some ibuprofen, and still have it. I think it's sinus. My sinuses have really been bothering me. I don't know, there's a lot of pollen. But actually, after Peace, Love, and Vans, I head back to Texas. But I'm really looking forward to Peace Loving Vans. It's going to be fun this year. It's going to be a little different since, you know, I won't be parked with Scott's group this time, and you know, having my van on display, because the first year I went, I did have it, my other van, my Beyond, open for people to look at, not as a, it wasn't in the contest or anything. I just had it open in case people wanted to see it. So, you know, it wasn't as many people coming through. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, how many people come out, and, you know, specifically to see Nuvo, which I think is going to be a lot of people. Now, of course, with Ocala going on and that being an RV show, they're probably going to get more people there to see the Nuvo, but you never know. But it should be fun. Just trying to get going this morning. Right, Misty? Are you trying to get going too? Yeah. Let me show you. What do you think, Misty? Huh? Are you going to be hissing at everybody? Are you going to be hissing at everybody at the show? Yeah? That little face. Oh, that little face. There she goes. So I'm actually here along with another van friend is behind us. And then Justin in his Echo, he's over there right now. He was over there this morning. I think he moved over there to plug in. But it's always fun hanging out with everyone. Now, I will say I've been struggling to make videos since I've been in Florida, mainly because, and I've done lots of B-roll, because I feel like I've been there, done that. You know, I've been here for a couple of years, or, you know, the last 2 winters. And not that there's not more to see here, but a lot of the things that I enjoy, I've already seen. So, and unfortunately, the one place I haven't been to is Cedar Key that I really wanted to go to, and they got hit hard last year with the hurricanes. So, unfortunately, I haven't been there. But I'm really looking forward to getting back out west, and you know, lots to see there. So, I'm just going to drink my coffee. Think about if I want to make something for lunch or not. I don't know. I do have to go to the store, like I said. Just pick up a couple things before I head out. And I did some laundry yesterday, so I've got to put the laundry away. Just got to put my basket away. It goes in the back. I actually like rainy days in the van. Well, the rain's kind of let up now. It's still dripping, I guess, a little bit and overcast, but it was good to show you this really quick because somebody had asked me about it, and I'm not merching it or anything. I just wanted to share this. I found this toaster on Amazon. The company's called Bella. It's a 2-slot toaster, but it's, instead of being wide, it's long. And the reason I got it was because my, you know, I had shelves put in those upper cabinets, or the upper coat closet. And I'm able to, it's narrower than the shelf or the cabinet that I had in the Beyond. And this slides right in, right next to, I have a, what do you call that thing? Food sealer that I got. I still haven't used it yet, but I got it thinking I would buy meat and store it in the freezer. Well, part of it is I don't have my portable fridge with me, or 12-volt fridge, because it went out and the replacement came, but it's at home. But anyway, so that's sitting up there, and this slides right in next to it. So I just thought I'd share that. I'll put a link if anybody's interested. But so far it's working really well. I do like that it has actually, I mean, it's nothing fancy, but it does have a cancel button. The little toaster that I was using, that I actually just picked up at HEB, didn't have a cancel button. So like if I wanted to get the toast out, I'd have to like unplug it to make it pop up. So cancel button is, yeah. So this is how it fits, right up in here. Slides right in, and then that's the little food sealer that I have. I keep them in the plastic just so they don't get dinged up. I don't know, probably don't need to, but one of the other things that I thought was going to be a big deal to me was having that bigger fridge with the separate freezer, so I could keep ice in there and whatever else. I'm finding I don't miss it as much as I thought, and like I just said, my other replacement 12 volt is at home, so I'm testing out this trip, just having that little tiny freezer up there. Now, I had gotten an ice maker before, actually before I got this van, and so that's been sufficient as far as like when I want to have ice, because it makes the ice really quick. I don't pull it out all the time, so it's not like I always have ice, although I could, and I've done this where like I'll just throw whatever ice is left, I'll throw it in a bag and stick it in the freezer. But it hasn't been that big of a deal. And not having a huge freezer or a huge fridge, I think more about, like when I go grocery shopping, more about like, okay, well, do I have a place to store it? Which is good, because what would happen is I would try to meal plan like ahead of time, like, oh, I can make this, I can make this, I can make that. And then I would buy stuff, and then I'd end up not cooking it, and then I'd have to throw it away or sticking it in the freezer, and then the freezer would get full, and then like 6 months later I'm throwing stuff out because it's old. So it's kept me more in line with thinking, okay, what do you want to make for the next couple of days? And then having things like obviously I keep eggs, I keep cheese, because that, I can make eggs anytime. And then maybe just buying a couple things of meat that I know I'll cook within the next few days. So I think that's actually worked out better. And so I don't really mind having the smaller fridge. I like this fridge. I like the fact that it locks on its own. I don't have to remember to lock it, because when you forget and you only do it once. I mean, that happened on one of my early trips in the Beyond, where I forgot to flip the lock on the door, and I made a turn and the eggs came flying out all over the floor. So that was fun. But yeah, only did that once. But yeah, so I'm not even minding that. It just really hasn't been that big of a deal, and so far I'm okay with not, that I didn't have the 12 volt with me in the back, so it's not back there taking up space. And this trip's been about let's see, when did I leave? Well, it's been about a little over a month by the time I get home. And, I've made it work. I mean, it's interesting because you can make things work, and you realize you think you need something and maybe you don't. Maybe it wasn't that big of a deal. And that's definitely one of those things. Just spent the night here at the Ocala Drive-In. It's a Harvest Host. Interesting place. It's like brings you right back to, I don't know, the 60s, I guess. Is that when drive-ins were really popular? Neat place. The only downside was you had to have your radio, tune into the radio to hear the movie, which meant we'd have to run our engines. It was me, Neil and Britt, and Arkansas Tracy, who I just met on this trip. So that was a little bit of a bust as far as not being able to listen, or I guess if you have a radio, maybe a handheld radio or something, you could listen, or at least, I don't know. I have to check with them. I haven't talked to them this morning. Maybe they figured it out. I just came back in the van, but other than that, it was a neat little stop. So today I'm heading over to Peace, Love, and Vans to the Withlacoochee Park. Because we're getting set up today, and then it actually starts tomorrow. So I'm heading that direction. We're meeting up around 2. So you'll get a little behind the scenes of us getting our van set up. camper check-in day here at Peace Loving Vans, and then some of the vendors are getting set up. It was actually kind of chilly last night. The Nuvo Plus that's next to me, the owners had they put up a screen, and hey.
Did you get Misty? Oh, hello.
Wave to the camera.
Hi.
Yeah, that was Neil. Neil and Britt just came by because right before I started filming, Misty got out. She was actually trying to get into one of the vans that's parked over here. And I'd sent them a text. I was like, well, Misty got out again, but I found her. I didn't know that the text actually went through because our cell signal is kind of sketchy. But yeah, everybody's coming in and getting set up. I think as soon as I finish this, I'm going to walk around and you just see how things are going. day 2 here at Peace, Love, and Vans. It's actually the first day that it's actually open to the public. Yesterday was everybody getting here. It's a really, really good turnout. I haven't walked down the rows with all the DIYs and stuff, so I need to do that today. And then also I want to check out some of the vendors. I walked around a little bit yesterday, but a lot of them were still setting up, so I'm going to check them out today. Quite a few vendors, and a lot of, I think it's like probably over 600 vans, so it's pretty big. They had a band last night that was really good, by the way. But they have a big stage, and I don't remember them having that big of a stage last year, and I know the first year they didn't. It was just like a little stage. Also, they have the Leafy Lounge, which I did some video of that, and I'll show you that. It's so cool the way they set that up. But right now, I'm just going to make coffee. I'll probably be hanging out at the van quite a bit, just because it is open to the public, and you know, people do want to see it, because I had people coming by yesterday to see it. But first things first, I have to make coffee, because that's what gets me going in the morning.